What's the biggest promise your parents broke? I was 13 when my dad promised to fight for me. And when you're a kid going through your parents' divorce, that promise means everything. He sat on my bed that night holding my hands and told me no matter what happened with him and mom, I'd always be his number one. He said we'd still have our Friday movie nights and Sunday fishing trips. He promised nothing would change between us. I believed him because I needed to. The divorce was messy. Mom cried a lot. Dad stayed quiet. They fought over the house, the car, even the coffee maker. But when it came to custody, Dad barely showed up. His lawyer said 3 words during the whole hearing. The judge asked if he wanted weekends. Dad shrugged and said he'd figure it out later. Mom got full custody. Dad got every other weekend, but he never used it. At first, he had excuses. Work was crazy. His new apartment wasn't ready. He'd make it up to me next time, but next time became next month, then next year. I'd pack my overnight bag every other Friday and sit by the window, watching for his truck. Mom would make me dinner at 8 when it was clear he wasn't coming. She never said I told you so, but her eyes did. By 15, I stopped packing the bag. I joined the basketball team instead. Started making new friends. Got good at pretending it didn't hurt when other kids' dads showed up to games. My coach noticed I played harder when parents were in the stands. He pulled me aside once and asked if everything was okay at home. I told him, yeah, my dad just works a lot. He nodded like he knew the truth, but didn't push. Then junior year happened. I was killing it on the court. Scouts started showing up. Small colleges sending letters. My coach said I had a real shot at a scholarship if I kept it up. That's when Dad suddenly remembered he had a son. He called one night, voice all excited. Said he heard about the scouts. Said he wanted to be there for my next game. Said he was proud. I hung up on him, but he showed up anyway. Sat right behind our bench wearing my jersey number on a t-shirt he must have bought that day. When I scored, he cheered the loudest. When we won, he tried to run onto the court. Security stopped him. I pretended not to see. But after the game, he waited by my car. Said we needed to talk. Said he knew he messed up but wanted to fix things. Said he'd been getting his life together. New job, new place. Even started therapy. I stood there, sweaty and exhausted, and looked at the stranger wearing my number. He kept talking about how young he was when I was born, how scared, how he didn't know how to be a dad, how he was different now, ready now. He pulled out 2 tickets to a Lakers game, said we could drive down together, make a weekend of it, like old times. I took the tickets, looked at them, playoff seats, must have cost him a fortune. Then I handed them back and said 6 words that broke something in both of us. You're about 7 years too late. His face crumpled. He tried to speak, but nothing came out. I got in my car and drove home. Mom was waiting up. She'd heard about him showing up, asked if I was okay. I said yeah, but she knew better. We sat at the kitchen table eating leftover pizza while I told her everything. She listened. Then she said something I'll never forget. Parents make 2 kinds of promises. Ones they intend to keep, and ones they wish they could. I thought that was the end of it, but 2 weeks later, an envelope came. No return address. Inside was a check for $5,000 and a note. For college. I'm sorry, Dad. I stared at it for an hour. Mom said it was mine to decide. Part of me wanted to rip it up, send it back, make a point, but I didn't. I cashed it, used it for basketball camp that summer, made myself better, earned that scholarship on my own. Because that's what you do when someone breaks their promise. You learn to keep your own. And years later, when I had my son, I made him the same promise Dad made me. The difference is, I show up. Every game, every play, every time. Even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. Because promises to your kids aren't just words, they're who you become.